We need to step this up a notch. Hey everyone, welcome to Princess of Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with my blind reaction to episode 5. Let me be sure here. Yeah, episode 5 of season 2 of Total Drama Island 2023. I know, it's a mouthful every time. But yeah, last time we had kind of Squid Game again, with the glass tiles that would fall if you got a would you rather question wrong. Specifically, if you got what the other one of the other contestants throughout the season said wrong. And there were contestants that were already eliminated, ones who had been there since the beginning and everything. It included everyone. So, like, Lauren was there, for example. But everyone was asked these questions, and they had to watch on the screen. It's like, okay, how did this person respond? Which one did they choose? And yeah, it was a mixed bag with most of them being gotten wrong. Mostly everyone was just getting them all wrong. And they tried to weaponize Emma. I almost forgot her name. They tried to weaponize Emma with that by like, oh, tell us the answer. We're going to choose literally the opposite. But it didn't end up working out. And Emma got sent home because of it. And it's another one this season who's been sent home without really doing anything wrong. Because it's not Emma's fault at all that they lost. This season has been weird so far. It's like there's been some good things, but it hasn't really like kept up with the scale of everything compared to last season. And there's been a couple contestants who have just been sent home for no real reason. Like, they've been sent home without really doing anything wrong in that episode. Like, even Millie, it's like she had done something wrong before, but she did nothing wrong in that particular challenge. They literally sent her home over something that was in the past. It's a dumb reason to send someone home at that point. You should send someone home based on the challenge at hand. Not based off of what someone has done, like, previously. And it seems like that's been going on a lot. Like, Lauren was sent home for no real reason, other than the fact that her trying to be normal was just somehow a little freakier. Millie was sent home for doing nothing wrong in that challenge, and now Emma's being sent home for doing nothing wrong in this challenge. It's like, seriously. Like, yeah, she was getting it all wrong, but everyone was getting it all wrong. It wasn't just Emma. It's like, seriously. It just this season has felt weird so far, and I hope it kind of picks up. Because it's definitely not quite on the par of the first season of this, again, not really a reboot, but continuation. The 2023 version. Let's put it that way. It feels like season 1 was just better so far. But I mean, that could all change. It could finally start to really pick up and give us some much more exciting challenges again. But we'll see. We'll see. So, yeah. I don't know what's going to happen next, but we'll see how this goes and hope for the best. In the meantime, though, we do have reactions every single weekday on the channel. 2 of them, Monday through Friday. On Mondays, we also do reactions to YouTube videos that are requested by you guys as a donation reward. On Wednesdays, currently, we are streaming Momodora Moonlit Farewell, though that is going to be finishing up soon, and so we're going to be moving gaming over to PS5 stuff pretty soon. Every Saturday and Sunday, I also upload movie reactions, and occasionally there's stuff like AMVs or countdown lists or some other stuff here and there that will just pop up on the channel at random times. But there's always something for everyone. There's a good variety of stuff we're reacting to at any given time, and things change up pretty consistently. So, there's always, like I said, something for everyone. That being said, yeah, we're going to get on with this reaction and hope for the best. When the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So, that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and for now, I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. I think I'm actually more upset about that than with Lauren. Is that weird to say? Like really genuinely. And it's not just because of how well Nichelle was doing and that the fact that she was like kind of my dark horse choice to win. It's not just because of that. I don't like that being the way she goes out. And like, yeah, it was set up earlier in the episode and everything with like, oh, like Julia. I don't know why I was blanking there. With Julia, like questioning if she was like really ready to be done with Hollywood and stuff, and you know her responding by saying that Julia would be like a theater actor or something like that or whatever the fuck she said. But it's like that was nothing about that is satisfying. It's not even a case of like some of these others where it's like, oh, the person is eliminated and has no real reason to have been and is just being sent home for no reason. This is more of a case where it's like this actively like angers me a little bit. And it's like I'm sure that's probably the idea and everything, considering, you know, Julia's a bad guy. But it's just like that is such a just unsatisfying, unenjoyable way to get rid of anyone. And I'm surprised Chris went along with it, honestly. I feel like Chris wouldn't have allowed her to just leave on her own will like that. That feels like that feels like it goes against Chris's character to just let her leave of her own choosing. The only thing I can kind of like justify is the idea that, you know, he did it because he knew Julia had planted that there. Just like how he knows MK's been cheating, clearly. But it's just, I don't want to see contestants eliminated like that. I think it's just a really, like, bad decision from a writing perspective. Like, this is an interesting show to think about that kind of stuff with, because it's like it's portrayed as a reality show rather than what you typically see with an animated series being like, you know, story based or even episodic. It's a very different kind of experience. And for me, when it comes to that, I want the eliminations to make sense. Because a contestant, you know, did something wrong, or at least everyone thinks they did. Stuff like that. Hell, if Julia had somehow convinced everyone else to vote for Nichelle, and that's how she got eliminated, I would have been fine with that. like if she convinced everyone else that Nichelle was like the biggest threat in the competition, and that if they didn't vote her off now, she could win, and that's how she ended up getting eliminated, I would be all good with that. Even though I'd still be a little sad because I've grown to like Nichelle. That would be a satisfying way for a villain character to get someone else eliminated. Instead, the way it was done here is not satisfying. It's ridiculously, like, just unenjoyable in every way. It leaves you just disappointed in the show that that's the route they went. It's just, I really don't like it. I really, if they were going to eliminate Nichelle here, they should have done so in a better written way. Um, the actual challenge part was definitely a lot better than recent challenges have been. Though I did kind of dig the would you rather question thing. Um, but this was definitely a more exciting, more total drama style challenge of what I would expect. And I really enjoy that. The entire cheating aspect with MK and Julia, and then, Raj and Wayne not liking it, and Bowie eventually siding with them. It's like that entire storyline, that entire angle ended up being fine. I liked that. And even the fact that Skunk Butt, I believe, came in from behind and got the win when they shouldn't have, kind of by accident. Like, I can accept that because that happens every now and again on Total Drama. That's fine. And overall, the episode was enjoyable to watch. But that ending, again, just the way she was eliminated, I really feel that shouldn't count. And it's like, more than I think ever before, I kind of really want like a wild card thing to happen now. Like I talked about that last season with wanting Lauren to come back, and I might have mentioned it this season as well. But it's like I'd want it more for her at this point, Nichelle. Because it's like she's obviously going to get back and realize this is all bullshit. And it's like, I feel like a wild card option would be really interesting too, just from a story perspective. To bring at least one more contestant back. I think that could be like really fun. And add a different layer into things. I mean, I'm not necessarily convinced they're going to do that, but it would be cool if they did. And Nichelle coming back from that would be thematically and story-wise very fitting. Especially if it leads to, like, Julia getting eliminated. I don't want a repeat of last season with our finalists and everything. And I just don't really want, again, contestants to be eliminated in ways like this. It's just really unsatisfying, and I really just don't enjoy that they did it this way. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say about this at this point. I'm just very disappointed by this decision, and I'm hoping that that this kind of shit doesn't continue to happen going forward. But I guess we'll see. Tell me in the comments below what your thoughts are, and reminder that we have shows every day of the week, Monday through Friday, 2 shows per day. On Mondays, we also do YouTube reactions to donation rewards that I have received. We have gaming stuff currently on Wednesdays. We have been streaming through Momodora Moonlit Farewell. And we are going to be getting to some PS5 stuff soon. On Saturdays and Sundays during the weekend, we have movies posted as well. And a lot of other stuff just occasionally coming in. So, thank you all so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie and I'm signing off. See you all next time.